What words can you use to describe Ricky Martin? Hexagonal, cloud-like and mute hardly seem appropriate.
The cool cat of the night, Mr. Michael Bublé.
Can I just make some more romance with you, my love?
Every black fellow in Australia is going to hate me now because I met Kenny Rogers. Would you please welcome the wonderful Miss Randy Crawford.
And maybe someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Perhaps love is like the ocean, full of conflict, full of pain.
All right, Mr. Alton was here.
I bet you bloody do.
The nominations for the most popular personality on TV in Australia are a man who struggles every year, John Wood of Blue Heelers. May a miracle happen to you tonight, John.
You're the only bloke nominated for a Gold Logie this year.
Yet again,
Yet
yes.
always the bridesmaid. What is wrong with the Australian public?
Well,
Come on, have a go at him.
come
Because I, for one, would like to see you win the Gold Logie. I think I speak for everybody here. Who would like to see John win the Gold Logie? Now,
That's very, very kind of you.
if it was an industry award, you'd have it.
I don't know about that. Well, I am on the strength of that applause, maybe.
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway, look, you know, if I was young and girly, you know, maybe
You are young and girly.
Now, everyone seems to think you're going to win the Gold Logie. Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, I don't know. I'll be really honest. I've got a feeling it's either going to be John Wood, Georgie Parker or Belinda Emmett or Kerry-Anne Kennelly.
Aha, well, you certainly hedged your best. You could be a television executive with that kind of thinking there. Lisa, never actually back anyone and hope for the best. Georgie, how are you feeling? Will the gold mean everything to you?
Oh, well, I've taken a bet out against myself that I won't win, so...
Really? That's confidence for you. Good on you. That's that Channel 7 way, isn't it? Well done, Georgie. Have you put a bet on yourself about the gold?
I've had a bet with a friend that I won't win, so I get $100 if I don't. So that's.
And who do you think will win?
Oh, you want to say? I think Lisa might win, to tell you the truth.
Oh, no, so we can fix it. There's still time. It's all right.
I think it'll be the McCune stuff.
Now, Lisa, if you win tonight, this will be your third gold, isn't that right?
One... Yeah?
Okay, now, have you... Be careful, you'll be a game show hostess if you keep up like that. Now, Kerry-Anne, if you should win the gold tonight, is there anyone in particular you're going to thank and anyone in particular you might not want to thank?
But you said you could fix it.
I know.
And I could be very grateful.
Yes.
Well, this is it, the golden moment. It seems like only yesterday that I stood on a stage like this, holding a gold Logie aloft. It was a very proud, a very happy and very nerve-wracking moment. So I do know how tonight's nominees feel. So, without any further ado, let's let him sweat for a minute.
Can I just say to the attendant at the Ramsgate Caltex service station, here, I'm on television. I'm sorry, but every time I go in there to fill up the car, he's on at me. Why aren't you on television anymore? I don't see you on television anymore. You don't do television anymore? Okay, here, look, I'm on television. In a tuxedo at the Logies, presenting the Gold Logie, the highest achievement for a television performer in this country. Happy now? Ladies and gentlemen.
The winner is...
It's me mate. It's a little fat one with the glasses.
The gentleman is Arnie C.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1978 Gold Logie winner is Graham Kennedy.
The winner is... Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm so pleased. It's Bert Newton.
It's Tony Barber.
Ali Minogue.
Graham Kennedy.
Bert Newton.
Mr. Ray Martin. Steve Vizard.
Ray Martin.
Lisa McCune.
Lisa McCune.
Lisa McCune.
Georgie Parker. Rove McManus.
Norman Johnson.
All the big producers sucking up to me. I had a faint, a sort of inkling that this would happen, you know. Because, the ABC sacked me and I figured, well, I must be getting the Gold Logie. I have written a short speech on it, if you wouldn't mind just listening to me for a minute, because we'll be having a comprehension test later on. That's all I had time to write, actually. No. When you do an excellent program like mine, it's not just, you up there on the screen. There are many other people behind the scenes that you have to carry as well. There are so many people I'd like to mention, but, I usually forget their names, and most of them will probably sink without a trace anyway. So, I would like... I would like to thank my mother for not having the operation. even though Dad had said that Mrs. Manning had done hundreds of them, and her caravan was terribly hygienic, you know. Also my landlady, Mrs. Lewis, for not putting up my rent, even though she knew she could get $30 a week from a refo family, you know. And that was before they had on a part pension on the means test, you know. Wonderful woman. Everyone else really had been real poons and wouldn't give you the seam off their cordial, you know. One thing, if you wouldn't mind, Bert, excuse me, Mr. Newton, if you could, because if you could just slip the head into the noose.
Yeah.
This is just, I've got a few things in there. This is just, of course, until I actually get it set into a ring, you know. I'm sorry about crying like this, but, you know, it's impregnated with shell pox. And it gives off fly-killing vapours for the whole of the award-winning year, and they're so strong, you know. Actually, when I'm not wearing it, I'll probably slip it around the dog's neck, you know, and kill the fleas.
Awesome. Wow. I have to be quick and profound because it's the end of a long night and we all want to have a party.
I don't really know what to say, honestly.
Now I'm really stuck. I had no speeches prepared and... Oh, my God,
I'm sorry. I'm the proudest bloke in the world, Finnegan. I really am.
Well, give us a kiss.
All my life, you know, in this business, it's been my dream, you know. It really has. And I've got it, you know, and
Finnegan. You are looking at an absolute jelly mess. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. May I? Thanks. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Lovely.
Pardon me. I think I've got feather balls in my throat, I mean.
It's no secret the absolute respect and admiration I have for this man and everything he's done in this industry. What's less known is the affair we had back in '86, but wild times. But, oh. I glance around the room tonight.
I would very much like to thank me for having faith in the Reg Grundy organisation.
And I would like to thank me for being a grand little performer. I beg your pardon?
Thank you. I'm very honoured to win this. I'm always honoured to win this.
I just really want to say a huge thank you to my friend and my partner, Tim Disney. His family own a news agency, and I hope that they probably put in a lot of votes for this down in Hampton. Disney's news agency in Hampton Street.
This is a great honour, and I'll certainly treasure this.
I had been told, in fact, by several sources that it wasn't me this year. So, to them...
They didn't tell me that.
Well, that's the whole thing, though.
Well, in the past we had an arrangement.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
I hope I can do the industry proud in some way. I know I'm just learning, and it's good to be with all of you who have been in the industry for so long, and I know I can learn a lot from you all, and I so far have. Maybe I'll be back here in a few more years' time.
I don't mean to embarrass nobody, but is this real gold?
I don't mean to embarrass anybody either. I couldn't care less.
I mean, what did you do? What do you do to win one?
Let me tell you.
Is this a big honor? I don't know. I'm not from the country. Is this a big thing over here?
To me particularly, This
This is all they give you for doing all?
This is 23 years for me.
23 years for this?
I want to explain that I realise you don't know, but I've compared this program now for 13 years. They're letting me do it until I get it right. And
you've done this before?
Yeah. Wouldn't think so, would you? With him, you've got to laugh and then sit back a little bit. And this is a magnificent thrill, particularly to receive it from yourself, Mohammed. I really am thrilled to
If I
get
worked
to
all these years and they gave me this, I would know what I would do. I would write a poem. You know how it would go? I would say, I love the award and I like your style, but this gift is so cheap, I won't see you for a while. I'm joking. Thank you, Mohammed.
There's one other thing I'd like to do, and I hope you don't think that I'm skiting when I do this, because I know that most of you would realize that I'm being sincere when I do this, and I don't take something like this for granted. I don't think it's anything to really, well, it's fun and it's nice, but it's nothing to joke about or make fun of, and I know you'll know that I mean this when I do it. Here, pal, 6 months in your house and 6 months in mine. How's that, all right?
You're not having her for 6 months in your house, I can tell you that. I sincerely want to say to my wife, Patty, 6 months on your side of the bed, 6 months on my side of the bed. Don, is that Carmen? Carmen van Hugenhagen, Hugenhagen? She looks beautiful. Lovely. Don, how about 6 months in your place and 6 months in your
Firstly, let me say on this wonderful occasion, and I'm taking a leaf out of my mate Donnie Lane's book here, the wonderful gesture he made on the Logies last year when he said half for him and half for Bert. So I'd like to say that this Logie is going to spend a day or so around at the old Stropper's place this year, whenever it needs a polish.
Mike Walsh and I are now going to get Brian Morris drunk and see who ran second. I would have thought that I was a rank outsider in a very, very good field. And to Rowena and to Darryl and to Mike and to Tony, I'm sorry for you that I had to take it off, but for me, I'm bloody thrilled. Well, thank you, Bert. What a lovely guy, is he?
Well, that's it. There's been a lot of love in this room tonight, hasn't there? I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been.
That's your lot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to speak to the home audience a little more intimately, if you'll excuse me. Hi. I'd like to thank you for watching, everybody, particularly me. I'd like to thank this lot behind me for their encouragement and support. I'd actually heard they'd be a bunch of arseholes, but I actually found them quite delightful. And can I be permitted a homily? Television's a very valuable tool in our society. It can be used to exploit and demonstrate our own cynicism and selfishness, or it can be used to uplift and celebrate the human spirit, or it can be used to broadcast sport. Largely in your hands.
Before you go, would you give us one of your famous exits? Although I know that sounds silly, before you go, give us one of your famous exits. But would you mind giving us one of your almighty leaps?
You want a bit of an exit, eh?
I wanted. That's what I was trying to say. Yes.
And a bit of a leap to boot.
A bit of a leap to.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. Don't stand behind me, mate, because there's a bit of wind comes out when they take off. You see?
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Give us a push, Trev. Bloody mongrel.
I think he's finished.